Fear, ice pillars, yeah. It's me, RIP, and I'm back, nigga. I told you. Stay right there, I'll be back. This is another video. You know what I mean? It's called, What Happened to Nonhle Thema? Hold on. For those people who don't know who Nonhle Thema is, I also found out about Nonhle Thema back in 2024 because I was too young to know who Nonhle Thema was, so I did a little research and shit back in 2024. Now, for my knowledge, Nonhle Thema was the you see how Bonang is? She was Bonang before Bonang. She was the biggest. She was the Beyonce of this fucking country. Back in the late 2000s, early 2010, she was very fucking famous in South Africa. So who can I compare her to right now? Apparently, I saw another video. It was like apparently she was the Tyler. Obviously, she doesn't make music, but she was the Tyler before there was Tyler. I saw a video. She was on the same trajectory. Is that word right? Like in the same wave. They see how you see Tyler now. Like people like see Tyler now and like, oh yeah, Tyler is big. So I feel like back then she was on the same wavelength. Maybe she had her own TV show. Was called reality TV show. Was called what is this? Going to Hollywood. Something about that. Nonhle goes to Hollywood. Yeah, something like it was. It was in 2011. Then it got canceled because she was wilding on Twitter. I wish I was alive for that time, but I wish I was like, you know what I mean, competent to like, you know what I mean, go on Twitter and just look at this live, look at it happen, bro. Does she still have her account, her like old account? I might have to check it out. I might have to go on Twitter, go search Nonhle Thema, and then scroll, scroll. Go to 2011. I just want to see the comments. Why was she so wilding? Why was she wilding, bro? You're rich. Like, what are you doing, bro? You're ruining your fucking career. But yeah, let's just check this shit out. Boom, boom, boom. What happened to Nonhle Thema? I really want to know this, bro, because I really didn't even know her until like 2024, bro. Yo, she was so big. I'm really like want to know.
Nonhle Thema is going viral after claiming that she introduced South Africa to Twitter. And while people who don't know her
No
are
cap.
asking,
She might, bro. She might have like introduced. I don't know. As I said, I don't know. But she might have introduced South Africa to Twitter, bro. Probably because she was the one bugging out on Twitter. She was the one bugging, bro. She was tweeting all these about Mini Dlamini or the Bonang Matera. I didn't even know they were beefing, gang. Apparently they were beefing. As I said, I did some research. Nigga, why were you wilding so much if you were so rich? And in her tweets, I saw she was like, "Oh, she's the number one." She was like, she's number one. She's richer than everyone. Every one of these presenters, and she was wilding. And I'm like, dog, if you're richer than them, why are you saying all this shit, dog? Like, and we know that you were richer than them, but it's like, why were you bugging though? Like, it's like, leave it alone. Like, you see, she we could have gotten like season two of her show, dog. And I watched her show as well. I saw her show. Apparently she was bugging out because people were calling her show fake. No cap, bruh. That shit's fake as fuck. No cap, bro. That shit was fake as fuck. I saw the fucking episodes and shit. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. That shit is worse than the fucking Kardashians. This shit is fucking fake. Like, it's actually like the conversation feel fake. You see the Kardashians? I watched the Kardashians back in 2019, 2018, 2017 because my brother used to love them. So it's like, bro, I had to watch it because I didn't have a fucking phone, so I had to like actually look at the fucking TV and watch what the fuck is playing. If it's my time, if it's my brother's time to watch the TV. So no cap, the conversations in the Kardashians were better than what the fuck was going on in Nonhle Tema's what is this TV show, because I watched the show and it was fake. It was dead ass like a script. Like, you practice this shit in the mirror, dog. You really look in the mirror and like, okay, I'm gonna say this, this, and that. Let's turn on the cameras. What are we talking about?
Who is this audacious woman? The people who do remember her are asking something completely different. How did she end up here? Because at one point, Nonhle wasn't just famous, she was South Africa's very first it girl. She attended a beauty party, spent a whole day with Chris Brown, rubbed shoulders with some of America's biggest celebrities, spent a whole day with Chris Brown, rubbed shoulders with
Chris! Breezy! This is you? You were with Nonhle? You were chilling with fucking Nonhle, you? Hey, Breezy.
some of America's.
Hold on, let me see. We got John Legend, we got Pharrell, we got Neil, we got Mario, we got Snoop Dogg, we got The Game, we got Omarion and Bow Wow, we got Wale, and we got who's that? Lady Gaga. Is that Lady Gaga? Or is it Asia with the eye? Who is that? I think that's Lady Gaga. We got Lady Gaga. Damn, all these people, dog. Nah, she was her. She was dead as her, bro.
Biggest celebrities, and even believes Rihanna took inspiration from her iconic red hair after they met. She had the fame, the brand deals, the TV career, and the kind of influence most South African celebrities could only dream career, and the kind of influence most South African celebrities could only dream of having. Today, nearly a year after launching a podcast with over 100 episodes, she doesn't even have 5,000 subscribers. So, what happened to Nonhle Thema? But before we get into today's video, please note that I would actually love to make this a series where we talk about celebrities who have fallen off. Whether I continue with this What Happened to series or not will depend on how this video is received, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about all of this in the comment section. Before Nonhle Thema became one of the most recognizable faces on South African TV.
Was she the first one in South Africa to have a reality TV show, or was she like a second person? I don't know, because apparently there was a show back then as well called The Vixens, I think, because I did a whole lot of research on Vuzu, dog, because Vuzu isn't Vuzu still a thing now. I think they canceled it back in they canceled it back in 2021 or 2020, maybe 2022. I can't remember. But hey, I miss Vuzu, bro. I miss Vuzu, but I was still young at that time to like actually understand the shows. The only show that I knew that was playing on Vuzu was fucking Boondocks. At that time, back in 2011, the only show I knew that was playing on Vuzu was Boondocks, bro. I didn't know any. Oh, and Jerry Springer, because my brother was watching Jerry Springer and Boondocks all the time when I was like 4 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old. So it's like that's the only TV shows that I knew back then of Vuzu, bro. So I think there was a show called Vixens as well.
Before the designer clothes, the red carpets, and the international celebrity connections, she was just a little girl with big dreams. Her actual names are Nonhle Precious Thema. She never really explained where the name Nonhle comes from because it's not her official name. Born on the 15th of October 1981 in Soweto, Nonhle is the daughter of legendary broadcaster and actress Cynthia Shange and Derek Thema, a renowned South African journalist, author, and veteran writer. Fun fact, Cynthia Shange, Nonhle's mother, made history as the first black woman to represent South Africa at the Miss World pageant in 1972. Nonhle has 3 siblings, but despite growing up around well-known parents, Nonhle has always maintained that she wanted to make a name for herself, and from a very young age, she knew exactly where she wanted to end up. In that MacG interview, she does talk about how she got on TV by herself without the help of her parents.
So when you say to me that could no one get me on television, it doesn't work like that. You know, Mac, it doesn't work like that. You can have the phone number of a channel head. Does that mean you're going to get onto TV? No, things have a process.
Although Nonhle grew up around fame, her childhood wasn't as glamorous.
I'm gonna lie, it might have no. Obviously, it not just cause her mother is famous. probably no cap. It did help that your mother was famous. It did help for you to like, get to the doors, and knock a little bit and knock. Not go inside but knock. But obviously her talent is what got her in, because I could pick a random nigga right now out there that's not from the streets, a nigga that I know that lives in the house, and I take him, yo, okay, I want you to be just like Nonhle, dog. And that person will struggle. You get what I'm trying to say? That person will struggle. I feel like her mom being an icon, it helped for her to knock on the door. But the niggas were like, okay, we need to know if this person is talented or not. And she showcased her talent, and okay, surprisingly, she was talented. You get what I'm trying to say? Boom, boom, they took her. OXs, Vuzu, you know what I mean? Chris Breezy.
Many people might assume. When she was around 3 years old, her parents divorced, and she and her siblings moved between both households. Her father relocated to Bryanston, which was a predominantly white neighborhood, where she attended a predominantly white school and was often one of the only black children there. She was with her dad during the week and at Soweto with her mom on the weekends.
My parents divorced, so I was living with my father and I used to visit my mother on the weekends. My dad lived in the suburbs. So I lived in Bryanston and in Soweto on weekends. So I learned the Kasi and I learned the suburbia.
Looking back, she has spoken about how lonely that experience felt,
she learned how to
saying
code
that
switch
despite having siblings,
from a
many
young
of
age.
life's biggest moments felt like she was experiencing them on her own.
I found myself going into a shell as a little girl, and I have siblings, by the way. But you're still going through things as a group, but you're still an individual at the end of the day.
As she grew older, the separation of her parents also took an emotional toll, leaving her struggling with depression. After matriculating in 1999, Nonhle enrolled to study technology before realizing it wasn't the right fit for her. She later switched to marketing, a field she felt better matched her personality. But long before television came calling, she already knew exactly where she wanted to be. Inspired in part by her mother, former beauty queen Cynthia Shange, Nonhle began entering beauty pageants at around 14 years old, while continuing to dream of a career in entertainment. Despite growing up with famous faces like Brenda Fassie regularly visiting her mother's home, she has always maintained that she earned her career on her own. Determined to make that dream a reality, she took a taxi to the production offices of Channel O and boldly told them she wanted to work there. They didn't call her back, not after a week, not after a month, but almost 3 years later. During that time, she refused to give up. She continued.
Niggas realize, oh, that's Cynthia's daughter? Oh, really? Oh, shit, bring her back. Nah, I'm joking. Okay, I'm joking. Satire.
Continued entering
Satire.
beauty pageants and took a retail job folding clothes for just 10 rands an hour while waiting for her opportunity. Then one day the call finally came. She auditioned for Channel O alongside thousands of hopefuls and immediately felt that the job was meant for her. That instinct proved right because she landed the role that would change her life forever. Landing the Channel O job completely changed the trajectory of Nonhle Thema's life. She quickly became one of the channel's standout presenters, hosting shows like O Boma and O Access, where her confidence, fashion sense, and larger-than-life personality made her impossible to ignore. As her popularity exploded, so did the opportunities. She later joined V Entertainment on Vuzu, cementing her place as one of South Africa's biggest entertainment personalities. But the job that changed everything was O Access. It didn't just put her on television, it put her on a plane. For the first time in her life, Nonhle was traveling to America to cover some of the biggest entertainment events in the world. In that interview with Boso, she admitted that when the opportunity first came, she almost turned it down because she was terrified. The production's budget was so tight that she had to travel overseas by herself. and the thought of representing an entire country alone felt overwhelming. But then she took the chance anyway, and it paid off in ways she never imagined. Suddenly, she wasn't watching Hollywood celebrities on TV anymore. She was meeting them. She attended one of Didi's exclusive parties, spent an entire day with Chris Brown, met 50 Cent, watched Omarion filming
She
the
met
entire day with Chris Brown, met 50 Cent.
Curtis Jackson, 51 cent today because he was 50 cent last year. Curtis, I get money. I get money. This was 2007. And then this was 2007 or 08. I don't know. Probably 08 or maybe 09. I don't know.
Watched Omarion filming the music video of Icebox and cross paths with countless other international stars while reporting from the biggest events in entertainment. She has also spoken about
I wonder if
meeting
these
Rihanna
people like still remember who Nonhle Thema is. Like, if you ask them today, yo, do you remember that South African girl you met back in 2009? Yeah, that's the one that was like talking and with the mic, was bringing the mic. Yeah, it was a show one. Yeah, you remember her? Hey man, hey, I don't even remember my kid's name, nigga. Hey man, I don't even remember my kid's name, nigga.
during this period.
I met a whole lot of South African girls. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Right?
When she was wearing her fiery red hair. According to Nonhle, Rihanna repeatedly complimented the look, and when Rihanna later unveiled the loud era with bright red hair, Nonhle
come
believed
on.
it was more than just a coincidence.
I had red hair when I met Rihanna. And I had this red wig, weave. I mean, there was no wigs at the time. I think we still were doing weaves. And I dyed my hair red because I always liked to stand out. And Rihanna was, the whole time I met her, she was shooting her music video with Neo from The Umbrella at one of the hotels there in Beverly Hills. She was in Beverly Hills Hotel shooting the video. So we were doing the behind the scenes and I had my hair red. And she kept like complimenting me on the hair. Boom! Rihanna comes out on the next I think was it the same album or the next album? I'm not sure, but her image was that fiery red that I had, and I said, "Oh wow!"
Back home, her profile was reaching incredible heights. She became the face of Dark and Lovely, one of the biggest beauty endorsements in the country at the time. Appeared on magazine covers and became a fashion and beauty icon for an entire generation of young South African women. In 2011, she took things a step further by starring in and executive producing Nonhle Goes to Hollywood, making her one of the first South African celebrities to build a reality television series around her own life as she chased an international career. By this point, Nonhle Thema
This
wasn't
show
just
was the beginning of the end for her, bro. This is literally her demise. Like, really, dog. This show really ruined her life because people started accusing her of being fake and shit. And hey, she started tweaking. She started fucking tweaking.
a television presenter.
She got
and
mad.
She had become South Africa's first true it girl, living
got
a life
mad,
that
boy.
most people could only dream of. She was one of the very first influencers to come out of South Africa, if not the first. By 2011, Nonhle Thema was on top of the world. She had the TV career, the international recognition, the luxury lifestyle, and some of the biggest endorsement deals in South Africa. But while her career was reaching new heights, social media was changing the entertainment industry.
Bro.
Twitter had become the place where celebrities could speak directly to fans.
What is this? Happy New Year, my dear friends. First resolution for 2011. Focus on appreciation as much as achievement. Gratitude is the force multiplied.
But it also gave fans a direct line to
By the end of this week, Ted Williams, the homeless voice man, will have more Google hits than the baseball player.
celebrities. Around the same time, Nonhle Goes to Hollywood received mixed reviews, and for the first time in years, Nonhle found herself facing widespread public criticism instead of praise. Rather than ignoring the comments, she responded.
Hey!
Looking back years later,
Why?
she admitted that replying to critics was her biggest mistake
Bro.
because it only fueled their negativity. This
CD
article
hates
by
us.
News 24 quotes what Nonhle said on an interview with Anele on Real Talk. She said, "One or two people when the show Nonhle Goes to Hollywood premiered and they did not kind of like it. I responded. That was my first mistake. I fed the fire and then people were like, yes, she's not perfect, she also gets hurt. What followed has become,
Let me see. Nah, let me see.
yes, she's not perfect,
You know me,
she
I love
also
the
gets
tea.
hurt.
You get
What
me? Hold on. Sir Fett. Oh,
followed
this was her? This is her account? I need to search this shit up. Hold on. Email Nonhle at nonhlethema.tv for baby pics enterprise.
has
Okay. Oh, she Smurf it. I said Smurnet. Smurnet. Whatever that thing I said. People and press is paying me for my baby's pics. If you ain't got the cash, fall back. You ain't gonna see my baby. Real talk.
become
For a price.
one of
Okay, I gotta say, I'm tired of the same media peeps dissing me and then turning around begging me for an exclusive interview. I will not give you.
the most infamous celebrity social media meltdown
You never
in
give me. Okay, SA Media must understand I do not give a fuck what they say. Print, see, if I die tomorrow after what you say in your paper. Oh mag. Haha. F you.
African history.
Who
Over the course
screenshotted this? This was 1 hour ago. Who screenshot 2 hours ago? Who screenshotted this? Most peeps hate on me. Most peeps hate on me because I'm rich and I'm great. Keep hating. I understand. You wish you had my cash, beauty, and brains, but shame, it will never happen. Once a TV presenter here in South Africa makes more than 5 million, then I will say it's okay to compare me. Until then, it's an insult. And I don't rent, I own properties. Well, I own properties. So please don't ever compare me to Bonang, Minnie, Dinero, or Terry. Never.
of several
Dinero,
months,
Dinero Ranaga, ne? She told me Dinero Ranaga when she said Dinero.
Nonhle
No, she
posted
talking about
dozens of
Terry,
tweets boasting about her
the actor
wealth.
from Totiane. And if a presenter is renting their house, please don't you dare compare me to them. Mine is 2
Claiming she
million
had
rand.
made millions from endorsement deals and insisting that no other South African
If their house
presenter
is
should
not worth 2 million, please don't compare me to that.
ever
cheap
be
presenter. It's
compared to
insulting.
her. She lashed out at fellow personalities including Bonang Mateba, Dineo, and
Until a TV host has millions and has lived in America for 7 years and has been on TV ads in America and the rest of the world, you
Mimi
can't compare.
Dlamini, arguing that they hadn't achieved what she had. In one of her most talked about remarks, she suggested that no presenter could be compared to her until they had earned millions, lived in America, and achieved the kind of international success she believed she had. Her feud with Minnie Dlamini became especially controversial after the public mocked Minnie following an alleged assault at a Johannesburg nightclub, accusing her of being drunk and dismissing her as just a presenter. The tweets sparked outrage,
Nah, hold on.
dominated headlines,
It's where actually no, you're gonna
and
read it.
quickly
Fuck it, bro.
changed the
Thank
public's
you,
perception
Vuvu
of
TV,
Nonhle Thema from South Africa's glamorous it girl to
I am
one
not long
of
on the
its
face of
most
people.
controversial
Oh nah. This
celebrities.
was after the fucking controversy. Thank you, Vuvu TV. I have grown so much, but everything has its time. I hope you do me proud. I love you guys. Keep growing.
Years later, Nonhle admitted that the tweets came from a place of deep insecurity
I think
and
this is the interview that made me search up Nonhle Thema and
emotional
do
pain.
research.
She said she was hurt by the criticism surrounding her reality show, kept responding to people online, and ended up feeding the backlash instead of walking away. She has since acknowledged that she
Real
was going
Goboza.
through a
What
personal
happened to this?
meltdown, saying she lost herself during that period and that the experience ultimately cost her both financially and professionally.
I jumped in. It wasn't a battle against ego. It was a battle of myself, my ego, my pride. I lost sense of who God was in my life. Because now I found myself fighting people. It was for respect. And I thought that was the only way to get it. I thought this was the only way that I could get this respect because I needed to step up and have people fear me.
The consequences were immediate and severe. The public backlash didn't stay on Twitter. It spilled over into Nonhle's career. One of the biggest blows was losing her lucrative Dark and Lovely endorsement, a deal that had become synonymous with her image. Television opportunities also became increasingly scarce, and almost overnight, one of South Africa's biggest celebrities found herself watching the career she had spent years building begin to unravel. In later interviews, Nonhle admitted that she had underestimated just how quickly public opinion could change. Whether people felt the backlash was justified or not, there's no denying that the Twitter meltdown marked a turning point from which her career never fully recovered. Over the last few years, however, Nonhle has been trying to write a new chapter. She has appeared on several high-profile interviews, including Podcast and Chill and Unfollowed, opening up about her life, her mistakes, and what has really happened behind the scenes during the darkest periods of her career. But instead of changing the conversation, many of those interviews have generated fresh controversy. During her appearance on Podcast and Chill, one of the moments that went viral was her belief that people choose their parents before they are born.
Because when I look at my life, I realize why I chose the parents I chose. Because we choose our own parents before we come into we reincarnate on earth. You know that.
GG, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, dog. Let me shut up.
Comment that left many viewers confused, while others defended her right to her own spiritual beliefs. More recently, she once again dominated social media after telling Utando Tabete that she introduced South Africa to Twitter, a statement that reignited debates about her
Why she look so confused, bro? Why she look
South
so
Africa to
confused?
Twitter, a statement that reignited debates about her legacy. For some, it was another example of the confidence that once made her
Oh, Lord.
famous. For others, it reinforced the perception that she still struggles to separate confidence from arrogance.
Oh my
Away
god.
from the
holy-
headlines, Nonhle has also been focusing on creating her own platform. She launched her YouTube podcast, Nonhle Thema Talks Longevity, where she interviews guests and shares
those dick pills?
conversations
What the
about
fuck is
life, success, and personal growth. The channel has grown
What
slowly,
is that?
with most episodes attracting modest viewership. Although one of its strongest performances came after she interviewed
Nota.
the very controversial Nota Baloi, bringing in tens of thousands of views and introducing new subscribers to her channel. Whether this marks the beginning of a genuine comeback remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, years after her rise and fall, Nonhle Thema is still finding ways to keep people talking. Personally, I hope she succeeds. She has spoken about the lessons she's learned. She's now a mother, and I believe people can grow from their mistakes. Whether South Africa is ready to embrace her again is a totally different question. But perhaps the biggest lesson from Nonhle Thema's story is just how quickly fame can disappear and how difficult it is to win back public trust once it has been lost.
Damn, bro. Hold on. Yeah, that was the video. You know what I mean? Hold on. That was, I'm about to react to another video after this, and then I'll see you in the next one. Peace, 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 peace.